This is Nick from nickscomputerfix.com, and here is a video on the unboxing, setup, and review of the Google Chromecast 2 as well as the Amazon Fire TV stick. First up is the new Chromecast 2 from Google. Let's go ahead and start by taking a 360-degree look at the box itself. The front cover says Chromecast, cast your favorite entertainment to the TV, some of the popular apps, and the Chromecast device itself. On the left side it says HD video streaming, surround sound support, 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi, screen mirroring, and a list of devices that it does support. Okay, on the back it says simple setup using an HDMI port on your TV. On the right hand side, smarter remote. Just tap the cast button in your popular mobile apps to start casting to your TV and the cables that are included. On the right hand side it says cast over 200,000 movies and TV shows, some of the most popular apps, and App Store and Google Play is where you would get your Chromecast app. Alright, the bottom cover shows serial number, barcode, and some small print, and the top cover shows nothing. Okay, that's it for a look at the box itself. Let's go ahead and open this up by pulling this little tape off the side and detaching the cardboard cover off the box itself. And let's pop the top off, and then we can take a look inside here. And the first thing, of course, is the Chromecast circular black disc itself that has a HDMI cable permanently attached to it, and it's magnetically attached on the other end, and so it makes it convenient to store. Let's go ahead and take a look at what else is in the box. We have the AC charger and the USB cable that attaches to the Chromecast device. We have nothing else left in the box. However, we do have some directions on the inside cardboard cover of the case, and we'll get to that in a few minutes. Let's take a look at the Chromecast device again here, a little bit closer look. It has a short HDMI tail on it, which is permanently attached, and on the back it does say HDMI and a lot of little fine print. Now the USB cable plugs into the Chromecast device, and the other end plugs into the TV set, and of course this plugs into your AC outlet on your wall. Alright, back to the directions on the inside cardboard cover. Number 1, plug into power and TV. Number 2, switch TV input. And 3, set it up. So we're going to do that on the back of my Vizio TV set. I have a 43-inch. You may have a larger one or a smaller one, doesn't make any difference. Just go ahead and locate an HDMI port that's open. I'm going to do the one on the side of mine which is available. Grab the HDMI cable on the Chromecast device. Make sure it's in there nice and snug. Once I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and grab the USB cable and plug it right into the Chromecast circular disc here, and make sure I have it in the right direction, or position rather. Only fits one way. And then go ahead and grab the other end of the cable, which is the AC charger, and plug that into the AC outlet on my wall. Okay, next grab your TV remote and then locate your input button that will change the port on your television set where you have your Chromecast plugged into. Mine's plugged into HDMI 2 on the side, and that's the one I've selected here. And once you do select it, you'll go ahead and get set me up, and you'll get this URL address, chromecast.com/setup. And of course, if you grab your smartphone or your tablet and go to that address, which is again Chromecast, let me move it over, Chromecast/setup.com. And once you're there, it points you to downloading the app. In my case, it's the Google Play Store, and I'm going to go ahead and select Play Store on my tablet here. And once I have, it'll come up and say Chromecast, install the app, and of course I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll accept that. And depending on the speed of your Wi-Fi, it can take a few seconds to a few minutes to download. At any rate, once it's finished downloading, you can go ahead and open it. Once it's in, well, it's going to install after it downloads, of course. And once it does install on your mobile device, you can go ahead and click on open, and that'll open up the Chromecast app for you. And the first thing that it says is cancel or accept. Obviously I'm going to say accept, and from this point on I can go ahead and allow it to scan for Chromecast on my Wi-Fi network. And hopefully it's going to find the Chromecast that I just plugged into my Vizio television set on HDMI 2, and it did. Chromecast number 4085 needs setup, and if I go ahead and touch, okay, hang on, my finger is okay, there we go. I didn't touch it hard enough. At any rate, it'll come back and say, let's set up Chromecast 4085. You'll be casting your favorite stuff in no time. And if I click on or touch setup, it's connecting to Chromecast 4085. And do I see the code on my television set? S4, S2. And if I look on my TV set, yes, I do see it. So I'm going to say I see the code, and I'm going to go ahead and touch that. And I need to learn how to touch it a little bit harder. At any rate, send Chromecast usage data and crash reports to Google. Set name. I can go ahead and set the name here, but I'm not. I'm going to use the default name, Chromecast 4085. And now it's going to ask me to go ahead and connect up to my Wi-Fi network. And I'm going to do that and be right back. Okay, I'm back. We're online. I've connected the Chromecast to my Wi-Fi network, and it's going out and fetching updates that it needs to properly work. And while it's doing that, it actually gives you a tutorial that you can watch, and it shows you how to connect to the Wi-Fi network, open an app, pick a video, and press the cast button to watch it on TV using your mobile device. And as you can tell from this tutorial, the response time from your remote is relatively fast, considering for $35. It works very well. And at any rate, once it's finished fetching the updates and you're finished watching the tutorial, it does need to reboot to apply the updates. So it'll shut down and come back and then install the updates. Now, depending on how many updates it went out and grabbed, it can take a few minutes for it to complete its update. And once it's completed, you are ready to cast. Open the Cast Enabled app and tap the cast button. It's that simple. Up next is the Fire TV stick from Amazon. Okay, let's take a closer look at the box the Fire TV stick comes in. On the front, it says Fire TV stick, over 200,000 movies and TV episodes, a picture of the remote and the stick itself, and the most popular apps it provides. On the side, it's black with some arrows pointing up. On the back, we have some marketing information, as well as some details that says that it provides Dolby, dual core, dual band, and 1080p HD definition, which isn't bad for a $39 TV stick, providing you its streaming capability. Okay, on the other side, it's just black also with some arrows pointing up, and we're back to the front. Now on the bottom we have a barcode or two and a serial number and some information there. On the top it says Amazon, and then that's about it for this 360-degree look. Okay, let's go ahead and grab the box here, and we'll undo the tape here and undo the tape here and slip this right out of its cover and put that to the side. And let's go ahead and pop this top off of the box so that we can take a look inside, and we see on the left hand side the stick and the remote on the right hand side. As you can see, the remote is slightly bigger than the stick, but it's still small and very convenient in size. Okay, let's go ahead and grab the stick, and as you can see, it is nicely wrapped as well as the remote was, and it says Amazon on it as well. Okay, let's put that to the side and take a look and see what else is in the box. Let's grab this and pull this packaging material out. We have the Fire TV stick manual, and let's take a quick look at that. We open it up and it shows you the items that are included in the box: the stick, the remote, an extender, USB cable, adapter, and some batteries. And then it shows you what the buttons are on the remote and the slots on the stick, and on the right side how to set it up and install it. Okay, that's really simple information, straightforward, and it's supposed to provide easy installation. Alright, in the box we also have looks like our USB cable, and it is, and one end plugs into the AC adapter that plugs into your wall outlet, and then the other end plugs into the Amazon Fire TV stick and powers it so that it works on your TV. Now this is a extender in case your stick here won't fit into your HDMI port on your TV set because of the angle, and this extends it so that it does fit. And it also allows for a little bit longer adjustment on the signal quality if you're having a problem with that. Now it comes with two batteries, obviously, for the remote control. Now I've gone ahead and taken off the plastic. Let's remove the battery top, and so we get to the compartment and put the batteries in, and be sure to be aware of the polarity, positive to positive and negative to negative, and put the cap back on. And on the front of the remote there's a little plastic. Let me peel that off and put the remote to the side here and grab the Fire Stick itself. Now it's about the size, maybe a wee bit bigger of a older flash drive, but that's what it reminds me of. At any rate, the extender, let's see if I can put this in. I had it right the first time. It's just a little snug. Alright, I guess that's because it's new. We'll extend it out of the TV set so that if you're in a bad angle and it won't fit, it will fit. Alright, let's put that aside and grab the USB cable here and remove the plastic packaging covering off of the AC adapter. Now this AC adapter you plug into your AC outlet on your wall in your house for electrical power that powers up the Fire Stick itself. The other end of the USB cable plugs right into the Fire Stick and provides the proper amount of AC power that it needs to function correctly for you. Now let's go ahead and move along. One thing to keep in mind though is that if you have a USB port on the back of your TV set, you can use it if it provides enough juice for your Fire Stick. Okay, we're on the back of my TV set here, and I've located an HDMI port that I'm going to use, and one end of the USB cable plugs into the Fire Stick itself, and then you go ahead and plug it into the HDMI port. Now I have a USB port on the back of my television set, and I'm going to go ahead and plug it into the USB port, which happens to be right above my HDMI port. Now it'll look like this. This is a better picture here that you can see. Now keep in mind, if you don't have a USB port, you can plug it into the AC adapter, and I do recommend using this and plugging it into your AC outlet on your wall. It provides the proper amount of juice for your Fire Stick. Now once plugged in, it says Amazon, and then you get this Fire TV Stick logo on your television. And then the next thing it will do, will start going through the setup by searching for your remote. And normally it doesn't take too long, and once it finds the Amazon remote, it'll go ahead and say press to start. So you press on your remote and select your language. In my case, I'm going to select English and click OK. Now this is where I told you that if your USB port does not provide enough juice, it tells you to use the AC outlet that's provided. So if it does, go ahead and plug it into your AC outlet on your wall. Okay, once it's done, it says connecting to the network, and then it allows you to choose the network to connect to, and prompts you for a user ID and password for your network, and I'm going to hide it so you can't see it. So I'm going to type it in, and once I'm done, it'll connect to my router, and mine happens to be called PP router, and it doesn't take too long for it to make a good solid connection, and once it does, it'll go ahead and let you know that it has. It will give you a successful message, and then it goes out and checks for any updates that the Fire Stick needs, and once that's completed, you'll go ahead and get a prompt that says basically it's registration time, and do you have an account? Log in. If you don't, create a new one. I happen to have one, so I'm going to go ahead and click on that I have an existing account, and log on into the Fire Stick, and then it prompts me to enter my Amazon account email, and obviously John Doe's not it. That's just an example dummy that it gives you to show you the format that it's looking for. Now I went and paused the video and went ahead and logged in, and now it's registering your Fire TV stick, and then it tells me successfully register, and then I get this prompt here. Do you want to use your existing account or a different one? I'm going to use the existing one. It's checking my network speed, and once it feels comfortable that the speed is sufficient, I get the Fire TV stick logo. And then this is really cool. It's an animated guy talking about how to use the Amazon Fire TV stick and how to use the remote and the apps. Once you skip through that or listen to it, you get the home screen, and then you can start using your apps and watching videos and movies. Okay, here's a quick roundup of the two devices. The first one up is the Chromecast 2 from Google. The overall quality of the materials that are used for the device seem to be very durable. It has a dual core processor, which seems to have a quick response, and in comparison to the first generation Chromecast, in my opinion, it is quicker. The remote is your smartphone, so you have to download an app. It does not include a remote control. It has a HDMI tail for tight spaces, which is really convenient, because if you have a HDMI port on the back of your TV set and a stick won't fit in that HDMI port, certainly the HDMI tail on the Chromecast 2 is perfect for you. The user interface and the usability of the device itself is very friendly. The moving from app to app on the screen is quick and very sensible. This also comes in high definition 1080p, and the picture seems to me on my Vizio television set to be sharp and clear. Okay, now let's talk about the Fire TV stick from Amazon. It is also made of a good and durable quality material, whatever it might be, plastic and steel or what have you. It doesn't seem too cheap, but it doesn't seem like it's made out of gold either, so it appears to be well made. It also has a dual core processor, and from my experience using the Chromecast 2 as well as the Fire TV stick, they both seem to be about the same speed, and they're both quick and fast. So keep that in mind. And the Fire TV stick comes with its own standalone remote control, and it is also very easy to use as well. And the GUI interface on the TV using the remote control is very easy to use, very user friendly. I can move around the screen very easily, and it's very sensible the way they have it set up. This also comes in full HD 1080p definition, and the picture is crisp, sharp, and clear on my Vizio TV. Now, as far as pricing is concerned, they are both in about the same category. The Chromecast 2 from Google is priced around $35, and the Fire TV stick from Amazon is priced around $39. So there's only a few dollars difference. Now, myself, I would be happy using either one of these devices. I kind of like the idea of having a standalone remote, but on the flip side, I like having to be able to use just my smartphone, but every once in a while it would be nice just to pick up a standalone remote and use it. Okay, that's it for this tutorial review, setup, and install, as well as unboxing of these two devices. Subscribe and like my video.